Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Dropbox, the cloud service. What you would do first is you would need to open up the browser of your choice. Once your browser is completely open, go to the address bar and type in Dropbox.com. When you get to the website, it should look like this. Now, if you're a first-time Dropbox user, I would suggest clicking the big blue button and signing up for it before you watch the rest of this tutorial. But if you already have an account, click the sign in button that's underneath it. When you click the button, a pop-up should show up that asks for your email and password. Here, you would put in the email and password that you used when you were registering for Dropbox. Now, if this is a home computer or a personal computer of yours, I would suggest keeping this Remember Me box checked so that it makes access easier for you. But if this is a public computer, like a school computer or a cafe computer, I would suggest unchecking this so that people won't be able to access your information. Now, once you've signed in, you should see either the documents that you've put in here already, or if you're a first-time user and you've just created an account, there should be nothing here. Now, if you want to upload a file to your Dropbox, you would press this button here. Now, if you wanted to make a new folder for a certain file or files that you wanted to put on here, you would click the button next to it, the new folder button. Now, if you wanted a friend to see what you've created or to see what you've made, you would click the share a folder button. Now, if you've deleted something off of your Dropbox and you want to see what you've deleted, you could click the show deleted files button, which is next to it. For now, I'm going to show you how to upload a file. Now, you should see something like this pop up when you click the upload a file button. From here, you would just click choose files. Now, when you click choose files, it will take you to a window like this where you would choose what files you want to upload to your Dropbox. Now, since Dropbox is a cloud service, you can access it from anywhere, especially because Dropbox is an app so that you can access it from your phone as well. Now, I've created an example document to use for this tutorial. So this is the example document. What I would do now, after I've selected it, is click open. Once the file is finished downloading, there should be a check mark next to it. Once the check mark has come, you can click done. Now, it doesn't show that the file's been put on here, but if you scroll down to wherever the file is alphabetically, since this file was named example, it would be in the E section. It says example right here and it's highlighted. Now, from here, there are many different things that you can do to the document. When you right click on it, it should show a menu like this. Now, if you wanted to share this with a friend, you could share the link. Now, if you're on another computer accessing this and you needed that file, you could click download and it would download as a Word document again. Now, if you didn't have any use for this document on here anymore, you could click delete. If you wanted to put it under another name, you could click rename, but keep in mind that whatever name you give it will replace it in the alphabetical order that it is. Now, you can move it. By move it, it means move it into a file, not move it into a different spot in your alphabetical order. Or you could just copy it. When you copy it, it'll create a duplicate of the same exact document that you can change however you want using these tools. Now, what would happen if you downloaded a document, which we'll try now, there should be a pop-up that should say save as, and it should have the file name, maybe with a 1 next to it. That won't happen always, but that happens because I have already had a file with the same name, so it creates a 1 next to it so it doesn't get confused. Now, when I click save, it shows that the file is downloaded, and when I click on it, it should open showing me what was in the file. Now, that's just the basics of Dropbox. If you wanted to, you could explore whatever there is, because you could even have files, photos, sharing, links, and even events put on your Dropbox. But since this is only a basic tutorial of Dropbox, this is all I can show you. But if you wanted any help with what you wanted to save or rename, there's a help button down here. If you wanted to read the privacy terms of Dropbox, you could click the privacy. These three dots down here also lead to different things that you could use for your Dropbox, which won't be shown in this tutorial. So that's about it. Those are the basics of your Dropbox. Now, if you clicked Remember Me and you wanted to sign out because you had a different Dropbox account, what you could do is go to the name of the account, which should be in the top right. There should be an arrow next to it, and when you click it, it should tell you how much space you've used and how much space you have in total. Now from here, there's Install, which you would use if you were on a PC and wanted to install Dropbox so that you didn't have to keep going to the website. There's Upgrade, which means that you would pay for more space on Dropbox. Settings, which just means you can change your password or your username. And the Sign Out. When you sign out, it will get rid of the Remember Me, so that when you go back in, you won't have to put in your password, because you'll have to sign back in as another person. So when I click Sign Out, it should take me to a sign-in page. Now, if I exit from here, it should not save whatever I was doing. So when I go back in, I won't be able to access my account. So that's about it. Those are the basics of Dropbox.